Friends, I warmly welcome you to this session. Here we will talk about some important things and aspects that we need to remember. And at the end of this video, we have a special giveaway for all our viewers. Gan debo, Gan. Jai Hok. From our school days, we have been learning about 3 steps: observation, analysis, and conclusion. I'm going to make a whole series of videos based on these 3. This is my first session. The topic is one-tier thinking. Now, as we are growing up, we're seeing and realizing that there are several problems around us. Some try to solve them, some of us try to run away, and some just go with the flow. But recently, an old problem is emerging with a whole new enthusiasm and in an alarming rate. Now, let's talk about our observation. So, what is one-tier thinking? It is skipping the analysis part in between our observation and conclusion. We see a thing, then we just use our very basic instincts and very basic kinds of logic, and then we make a decision. Or in worst cases, we see one thing, then we believe it right away either by emotions or by lack of knowledge, and then we assimilate it. This problem has huge consequences, so we must be aware of it and we must try to find a solution of this problem. Now, for solving this problem, we need to analyze. For analysis, first, we must find the root of the problem. Then, we must trace the path of the problem. And finally, we must nurture a good idea about where the problem is leading us to. So, for the root of the problem, we can say that this one-tier thinking is very common for human beings as it is directly related to our animal instincts. And people have been overcoming it for ages, no problem. But in the recent times, the path of the growth of the problem is of utmost importance for us to analyze. From here on, we will work on the path of examples. So, vote is coming. Sometimes when problems become too elongated, they kind of make us laugh instead of making us angry. Whatever. Vote is coming. We will fall in love at first sight with some party or some leader because they said that they will give us this, that, and the other thing. We will vote them. They will break our heart. But some of us, actually many of us, will fall in love with them again, because by that time they have made sure that they can provoke us again to vote them, as they have used our one-tier thinking very efficiently. One-tier thinking doesn't let us use our brain, thus making us lesser and lesser intelligent. Make people dumb, grab their support. Terrific idea. So, how did we get this much dumb overnight? One reason is we didn't have the right education to handle nearly unlimited amount of internet. Few years back, we got access to nearly unlimited internet allowance. And people started using at least 30 times more internet than they were using previously. New features, new enthusiasm. Feels great, right? But what feels great isn't always good for us. Just like junk food. They give us pleasure, but they also throw us to unbound possibilities of health problems. Say, we have opened a streaming app where we are watching videos one after another without worrying about the data limit. But what are the videos that we are watching? Aren't they suggested by some algorithm? And more importantly, do we need to watch them at all? We're just basically getting carried away by our instincts of seeking pleasure and greed. Now, the easy to consume contents get popular very quickly. And there is nothing wrong with it. But if we consume only those contents that are easy to digest, very naturally our internal system will become weak. And the algorithm suggests only those contents that we are used to watch and that are already popular. So turns out we are binge consuming those contents. We are binge consuming those contents that are in fact useless. And as we are watching videos one after another or whatever we are streaming one after another, we are giving ourselves very little to no time to analyze the contents. I repeat, as we are watching videos or we are streaming contents one after another, we are giving ourselves little to no time to analyze the contents. Thus, our thinking skills are going astray, and this is far more dangerous for the infants. Now, let us come to our second and last analysis of the day. If a political leader says one good to hear thing, we believe it right away. Say, for an example, a politician is promising that he or she will give us certain amounts of money, jobs, law and order, and privileges to a specific group of people that I belong to. One tier thinking is that person will give me privilege, I will vote for them, my life will be easier. Second tier thought is, will he or she be able to fulfill the promises? What do the statistics say? Third tier thinking is that person right for the other people too? Because that person will have to take care of a lot of people. Is he or she capable enough? Does he or she think about the future or care for all the people equally? In this democracy, we all are bound to each other with numerous bonds, be it economical, social, nationalist, and most importantly, the human bonding. I'll vote for the first time this year. I didn't have any political preference before, so I started reading the newspaper. I am learning about the parties, their visions, their policies, and most importantly, their intentions. I am spending time here because this is a much important job. My vote isn't important only for me. It's important for my family, my friends, and that farmer too who is producing my rice. The current major parties are quite old and we are quite habituated to their talks about their ideologies. It's high time for us now to analyze the work of these parties and make a wise decision and choose the best possible option we have. Now, let's conclude. There is a very well-known practice of judging sthan, kal, patru, place, time, and the one I am dealing with. We must give enough time to our thinking. There is an endless ocean of choices in front of me, but my choice should depend on my observation, analysis, and decision. Right now, our analysis is becoming weak. Let us solve it. Let us give more time to ourselves. Let's think about everyone around and work with a noble goal, keeping in mind. Peace, be good, do good, stay good. Thanks for joining me. Namaskar.